Okay, lesson 18 homework. Number 1. The number of calls per day to a fire and rescue service for 3 weeks is given below. Use the data to complete the frequency table. Use the frequency table to make a histogram. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is make this frequency table, and I always use tally marks, okay, before I write the frequency. So let's start. And every time you write a number, you're going to cross it out. So 5 goes between 4 and 7. 17 goes between 16 and 19. 2 goes between 0 and 3. 12 goes between 12 and 15. 0 goes between 0 and 3. 6 goes between 4 and 7. 3 goes between 0 and 3. 8 goes between 8 and 11. 15 goes between 12 and 15. 1 between 0 and 3. 4 between 4 and 7. And this way you are making sure that you're not missing anything. 19 goes between 16 and 19. 16 goes in 16 to 19. 8 goes in 8 to 11. 2 goes in 0 to 3. 11 goes in 8 to 11. 13 goes in 12 to 15. 18 goes in 16 to 19. 3 goes in 0 to 3. 10 goes in 8 to 11. And 6 goes in 4 to 7. And now let's write down the frequency number. So from 0 to 3, I had 6. From 4 to 7, I had 4. From 8 to 11, there was 4. From 12 to 15, there was 3. And from 16 to 19, there was 4. Okay, so now we're going to label our intervals on the bottom. It's already been broken down for us. So this first section here is going to be from 0 to 3. That was my first interval for number of calls. The next section is going to be 4 to 7. And then we got 8 to 11. And then 12 to 15. And finally 16 to 19. And now all we need to do is make our histogram. So from 0 to 3, we had a frequency of 6. So we go all the way up to 6. Let's go across. And that is from 0 to 3. Let me use a different color just so you guys can see. So from 4 to 7, we have 4. So in this next section, from 4 to 7, I should only go up to 4. Let's erase that. That was a mistake. Okay. And now from 8 to 11, we had 4 again. So from 8 to 11, we go all the way up to 4. Go across and close my histogram. From 12 to 15, we had 3. So in this next section, we're going up to 3. Go across and then come back down. And then our last section, from 16 to 19, we had 4. So we go all the way up to 4. Go across and come back down to complete our histogram. Notice we have no gaps in our histogram. Okay, there is a follow-up question. The follow-up question asks, which intervals have the same frequency? Well, from 4 to 7, we had 4. From 8 to 11, we had 4. And from 16 to 19, we also had 4. So we can say from, let's say the intervals that have the same frequency are 4 to 7, 8 to 11, and 16 to 19. Go ahead and try these other problems by yourself.